Hello, CSAE community. I am Danielle S. Russell, CAE, a member of CSAE's Board of Directors, outgoing chair of the Awards Program Review Task Force, and current chair of the Awards and Recognition Committee. In 2022, I was asked by CSAE CEO Tracy Folks Hansen to guide the awards program review. My role was to ensure alignment with the new strategic plan and with CSAE's overall direction, focusing on integrating our work on EDI and truth and reconciliation, as well as ensuring that we were consistent with creating a strong national voice for our sector. I was privileged to be able to bring together an incredible group of CSE members and staff from coast to coast to help with the review. I'd like to personally thank Leon Mills, CAE, Andrea Myers, CAE, and Robert Pye, CAE, for the many hours they dedicated to this project. In addition, our staff support Casey and Eve, who brought so much information, research, trend information, and integrated program information from across CSAE to help us do this important work. And a special thanks also to Eve for bringing her incredible knowledge of the CAE program and its core competencies to bear on the future direction of the awards program. This all-new awards program is streamlined and user-friendly for the nominator. Nominators must be members of CSAE, and self-nominations are ineligible. All you need is some basic information about the nominee, a link to their LinkedIn profile, and a short letter of recommendation. In order to make it easier to craft that letter of recommendation, to know what to include, and also to increase transparency, we're making the judging guidelines and evaluation rubric available as part of the nomination package. This is an opportunity to truly recognize excellence in our field. And if the warm and fuzzies are not enough motivation, each completed nomination provides a CAE CPD credit of half an hour. For those of you like myself who are long-standing CAE holders, you'll have received the letter reminding you that on 1 January of next year, you need to have completed 24 hours. Those 2 hours of CPD credits really could go a long way. There are a few CSAE members who are ineligible for awards this year, and because they cannot be nominated, I want to take this opportunity to recognize them, and also to ensure that nobody goes to the work of creating a nomination package that can't be submitted. Special thanks to CSAE Awards and Recognition Committee members Mike Chopowick, Leon Mills, Patrick Masad, Anush Gayanashan, Elizabeth Sneed, Laura Korneluk, and Melissa Stark. Also ineligible for nominations are my fellow board members. It's expected that members of the board of directors will make outstanding volunteer contributions to our association, and as such, are not eligible for these awards. Thank you to Daniel Garcia, Shannon Bott, John Buck, Marc Lapointe, Jean-Francois Champagne, France Devio, Patrick Gauche, Joel Neuheimer, Jamie Ryan, Heather Terrence, and Brian Wu. Of course, I'm also ineligible, but that should go without saying. We're so excited about these new leadership awards. Nominations are open and are due March 6th. We'll be presenting the awards in a virtual national ceremony that's accessible to all CSAE members during National Volunteer Week, which is April 16th to 22nd this year. And if I was going to give you a tip, I'd say make sure you put aside some time on Tuesday the 18th. So what are these new awards? I'd like to walk you through each of them, some information about the criteria, and in order to best illustrate each award, I've chosen a person who is ineligible for nomination this year, but whom I might nominate if they were eligible. The Association Excellence in Leadership Award is an award that will be presented to somebody who has volunteered for CSAE in a prolonged, effective, and significant manner for at least 10 years consecutively or non-consecutively, who is currently employed as an executive director or CEO, or has spent at least 10 years of their career in such a position. They must have their CAE, which is, by the way, unique to this award. And the selection criteria for this award include leadership, creativity and innovation, EDI, collaboration and teamwork, trust and integrity, engagement, and all of the competencies for association executives, which we all know as the CAE core competencies. This is also the only award that requires 2 additional letters of recommendation. This has always been a bit of a sticking point for the nominations process, but the committee really felt that it was important that somebody be such a recognized presence in CSAE that at least 3 members were willing to put their name behind the nomination. If I were to nominate a CSAE member in this category, I would consider somebody like JF. This is JF's second time on the board, making him somebody who has already made prolonged, effective, and significant contributions to our association. He's an executive director or CEO and has been a member for more than 10 years. Everybody who knows JF will understand why he meets the criteria, and I'm sure that if he was eligible, I would have no trouble finding 2 additional members who would be willing to write letters of recommendation. The next award I'd like to highlight is the Community Leader Award. This award will go to an inspiring leader, influential mentor, or somebody who has advocated on behalf of the association sector. Any CSAE member in good standing is eligible, but preference will be given to CAEs. Selection criteria includes leadership, collaboration and teamwork, involvement, and advocacy. If I were to nominate somebody for this award, I would consider somebody like my board colleague, Heather Terrence. Many of you know Heather, but what you might not know about Heather is how much she does behind the scenes to advocate for great governance structures, both inside CSAE and more broadly in our sector. For the Empowering Leader Award, we'll be looking to recognize somebody who is focused on advancing knowledge sharing in the membership community. We're looking for those people who are the speakers, the writers, the facilitators, the teachers. Any CSA member in good standing is eligible, with preference going to CAEs. The selection criteria include leadership, creativity and engagement, and knowledge sharing. As an example, if I were looking to nominate somebody who happens to be ineligible this year, I would look at somebody like Leon Mills. So many of us know Leon from his work on the CAE program. In fact, many current CAE holders will have had him as an instructor. What you may not know is that Leon has also spent many years on the Standards Council for Imagine Canada, sharing his incredible industry knowledge across the not-for-profit community. The next award I'd like to highlight is the Social Innovation Leader Award. This award will go to somebody who is focused on developing innovative and creative strategies and initiatives to leverage CSA's community and the association sector. We're looking for a thought leader dedicated to exploring new ideas and promoting sustainable, inclusive, and collaborative processes. Again, any CSAE member in good standing is eligible for this award, and again, preference will go to CAEs. The selection criteria includes leadership, creativity and innovation, EDI, and achievement. My example here would be a new member of the Awards and Recognition Committee, Melissa Stark. Many of you may also know Melissa as one of the founding members of the Mighty Ones Network, a new CSA network dedicated to supporting those individuals who run their associations alone as a single person, one small but mighty individual. Finally, we come to the Young Leader Award category. We are looking for a CSA member under 35 years of age who has demonstrated remarkable promise as a rising leader in the association sector. Selection criteria include leadership, creativity and innovation, and collaboration. Here, instead of giving you a specific example, I'll call your attention to the leadership of the Young Professionals Network. Lindsay Murray, Julie Beckensteed, Ina Buderix, Sarah McCabe, Igor Minnick, Alexina Picard, and Natalie Wallace. After all of this, these great examples, and a few hidden suggestions, if you're really not sure who to nominate, I want you to take a look around, not literally, at all the members who you've seen speak at conferences, who you might have connected with at an event, a volunteer you've worked with on a committee or a network, a colleague who has shared resources through Associations Connect as a mentor, or just somebody who's helped you along in your career. We've also built in a few other opportunities to recognize members. The new Association Champions category allows you to nominate a member at any time to be recognized for something small, micro, one time, or something more ongoing. In addition, we've kept the membership milestone recognition in place for 15, 20, and 25-year consistent members. I might have a bias for this one, as I'm pretty sure I crossed the 15-year mark this year as well. And finally, coming soon, nominations will open for the Inspiring Leader Bursary. Originally created through a donation honoring Donna Mary Shaw, the nominator must be a member, but the nominee need not be a member. However, they must be under 35 years old, employed for no longer than 5 years in our sector, or enrolled full-time in a university or college course. As with previous years, the recipient will receive any two of the following: a CSAE membership, CAE course registration, CSAE event registration, or annual conference registration. Thank you so much for sticking this out with me. I hope to see your names on some of those nomination packages, both as the nominator and as the nominee.